Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel, WR Jester. And also welcome to War Robots. This is a main thing on my channel. This is gonna be a main thing on my channel for a little while, but so let's get into business now. Alright, so basically, as you can already know by the title, we're gonna be talking about different setups and different weapons to help you during battle, and different tactics to help you as well. So now, a main robot when you begin, or a robot you should head for before any other robot. Obviously you start off with a Destrier, and if you guys are already past that, I'll get into that in a little bit. I'll probably leave a timestamp down in the comments if you guys want to know when in different areas. Okay, so a main robot that you should start off to get first is the Patton, because the Patton has 4 light weapons, and it is capable of ripping through almost anything in its path, unless it's basically like a Thunder, which even if it does get taken down, it does take a lot of damage to your enemy before. So we'll get into the weapons for this for the little guy. Okay, so next, once you get past the Patton, I would head out for the Griffin. The Griffin is capable of jumping, and it has 32 kilometers, and at level 6 it is at 110k health. So now, if you use this correctly, you will be able to do magnificent in battle. And also its weapons. Now, there are different setups that we'll get into in a minute, but the Griffin is a very strategic robot, and you need to use it correctly, because if you use it wrong and you use its jump at a wrong time, you have to wait 25 seconds before it does regenerate. So, anyways, once you get past the Griffin, or another great bot to have is a Leo, if you guys want to head for that one first, but head for the Griffin first because it is one of the best bots that you can get during battle, for battle, and to basically knock out your opponent. Now, if you guys do end up getting the Leo, please note that there are only few setups that will work out for it. There are new ones since the new update yesterday. So I'm very excited for this update, and also it is has a black market event, which is wonderful. So I'm really enjoying that. Also, it has added different effects, different sound effects, and different things to the Galahad as well. So once you get past the Griffin, and you do have the gold now, head down to the Galahad first, or the Gareth. The Gareth is a very good bot to have, especially for Beacon Rush, to capture those beacons before anyone else does. So if you want to go down in my videos below, you can see me use the Gareth. I'm pretty sure they're a little bit older because I haven't used the Gareth in a little bit. So, anyways, I'm going to be adding different things to my channel, such as different types of robots and different types of setups that are specifically on it. So for example, Gareth, I'm only going to be using the Gareth during the video, or using the Gareth first, or using the Gareth in a certain way. But, anyways, I am very limited on my resources, like I said, in previous videos, so I'm limited on my resources. I have Rog, I have Stalker, I have Gareth, I have Galahad, I have different unique and kind of robots. So now, another tip I would take is to just stay in touch with the events to get better items. Like, maybe, for example, I won another Carnage during an event, so that's a great robot to have. But hold on, someone's trying to invite me. I'm gonna let them know that I can't right now. Okay. Anyways, once you get workshop points, the first robot out of all of them, they did make a buff to the Rajan, but it's still not worth it. In my opinion, Carnage is the way to go first. Either Rajan or Rhino is the way to go second, just because it is an amazing robot. Those two together will work amazingly in your hanger. Anyways, we're going to move on to weapons now. For silver weapons, I will work on Punishers and let me see what else. For light Punisher and Spiral is also nice to have, only in lower play. Once you get up there, then it's not really as good anymore. So Punisher and Mola I would work on, and also Pin. Pin is very awesome. So Panada, Pin. Oh no, he got my game stuck. Oh, there we go. It fixes stuff. All right. Ooh, everyone's inviting me. It's crazy. Okay, I need to get with them soon. So, anyways. Another great robot to have, or for like the medium, for this Punisher. Let me see if I can get the story. Punisher, Molots, EQ, don't even worry about, and Tulumbus. Tulumbus is really great to have and will also help you a lot as well. So another one to work on for heavy, I would work on Thunder, just because you can get that power to them and hit them really hard, only on close range. The closer you get, the more damage they do. Now, if you start, the first thing I would start leveling up before any of your other weapons would be Thunder. Thunder is an amazing heavy weapon, and I made a mistake of not leveling them up first. So anyways, that's it for weapons. Now I'm going to go into workshop points. Now, workshop points, obviously, the main things that you should get, Taunt Magnum, and also I would work on, that's really it for workshop points. Taunt Magnum and Trident is not working out anymore. Trade budget is okay as well. I just wouldn't work on it if I were you. But, anyways, that'll do for heavy. There's not really any heavy that will be worth your time. Now, another one for light weapons, I would work on Magnum. Magnum will help you in battle a lot. You can see the Magnum here. Magnum is infinite fire, and it is good for taking out opponents. Now, one of the main setups here is Griffin Magnum. That is a really nice and meaty setup that can take down opponents real easily if they have energy. And if they have a shield, then you're going to have to take that down before you do. So I would end up trying to corner shoot if I were you. Okay, so next we're going to move on to gold. Okay, so gold, I don't have many gold heavy weapons, but I will let you know what you should go for first. Anyways, Ansel is only good if you have a Lancelot, or if you have, it sometimes works for Golem and sometimes works with Vidivaz. It just depends, really. It will not work on heavy play either. I would work on Zeus. Is a very good range weapon, and it will take down opponents like nothing ever before. It has a 5-second reload, and also has really decent damage. Next, I would work for maybe, that's really it for heavy, actually. Now we're going to move on to medium. So, medium, that's a straight-up Orkin. Orkin, if you have to, if you want to save up for a good medium weapon, Orkin is the way to go. Orkin is the main thing you should go for, just because of its power, and if you have 2 of them, it's an automatic death sentence for your opponent. So, anyways, now its weaknesses are, energy, and that's about it. Once you tear down if you find a teammate that can tear down the opponent's energy shield, then wait till it's down and then start firing. If you really need to, then take down the energy shield for your team. So, anyways, that's it for. Let me just double check. I have no idea. Now I just finished upgrading my Orkins to level 8. So, yep, that's it for gold. Orkin's the way to go, basically. So now for these ones. This is all straight up Aphid. Aphid is the way to go. Don't even bother going for the Gecko. The Gecko is only good if you level it, and the Aphid is very powerful even when it's low level. It can tear down enemies. Now, once you start getting that higher level play, it's going to start to get weaker and weaker because the enemy has more powerful bots. So, anyways, Aphid is the way to go if you really want power and strength. I would work on, a powerful setup would be Griffin Aphid. That is a very powerful setup, and it will help you in the future as well. So that does it for light. Gold weapons and workshop. Now we're gonna work on different setups. Now, for example, this is a really nice setup just because that is why I have it in my hangar. I have currently level 8. I'm leveling everything up to level 8 right now. It's a work in progress, but this is a really good setup just because of its shield and plasma. It can easily tear down if it really needs to. You can pull up a shield and tear down someone else's shield, and once it is torn down, then you're basically good to go. Now, Carnages are really easy targets for this guy. So look out for them Carnages. Galahad will tear down. Now you gotta play really strategically and look around the map to make sure plasma or splash. Splash is the death sentence for Galahad, so be aware of that. Especially for this setup. Anyways, okay. So this is another really nice setup. I would work on plasma just because it is very powerful and it can tear down enemies like nothing ever before. Now it doesn't really do it slowly, but it does a little bit. It does it slower than the death button, which we're gonna get to in a minute. So this is a really powerful. Also, it has infinite fire on the Magnum and a 5-second reload for the Terrans. So next we're going to work on the death button. The death button is a really nice setup to have. Another really nice setup to have would be aphids on top. That's a flanker, and it will help you a lot in your setup if you really need one. Anyways, this is an automatic death sentence for anyone that doesn't have an energy shield. So basically, the heavy Korean bot, this will tear it down, depending if it knows how to use it. Now, if use its jump to an advantage to avoid other splash as well. Same thing with this guy. Avoid splash as much as you can. This thing can avoid it. Now its weakness is Galahad plasma. So be aware of that. Now, this guy can tear down Galahad, the Korean bots, except for one, which is the one with the medium one. But that guy can tear down almost anything. So another great setup to have is Thunder Carnage. That is a great setup to have if you really want power and you want to tear them down. So be aware of plasma, these two plasmas, guys, because they will tear this guy down like nothing ever before. And if you really want to take these guys down, then you're going to need to play really strategically and know what you're doing. So, for example, for the Galahad, this guy isn't good at corner shooting, but the Galahad is. So this guy has speed. Save up your speed to get to wrap around that guy. Maybe use your speed to an advantage. Tear down his shield. You might not be able to take him out, but try to tear down his shield and take some good damage on him. So we're gonna go into the Gareth now. Good setup for the Gareth. It's really speedy, so it can avoid splash pretty easily depending on how you use it. But anyways, plasma is the way to go. So Terran Magnum is a really good setup for this little guy. I'm not going to go through all of the guy's setups because there's plenty to go through. And also, there's like Columbus and Pin. That's another one I was talking about that you should go for. I know I may naming out the entire like store because I'm just showing you guys how to work these guys basically. I'm probably going to do a battle later on today maybe just to show you guys how it does in a battle. But anyways, guys, we're going to get into one more, is the ROG. So, one main setup for the ROG is Orkan ROG. Orkan ROG will tear down anything, basically, and it has the speed to get in any bubble, so you can tear them down. ROG is the way to go if you really need it. Now, Splash, that's going to be a bit of a problem, but you only get hit a little just because of his jump ability is amazing. So, ROG, if you can't, get a ROG. But first, I would get the Galahad just because it has a shield and it can defend itself really good and capture beacons. So, yeah. So, I think that concludes it for this video. If you guys did find this really useful, smash that like button. And in the future, I will be adding, doing gameplay so that you guys can view all of that. So, anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys later. Peace.